Hi, everyone. This is a collective message. This is for everybody. This message, I've been called to do a message from your inner child. So this is a message from them. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling some cards on it. And I got turn off the noise and play is the message. um, the very best thing you can do right now is play. Turn off the noise in your head of worry, doubt, fear, self-sabotaging thoughts, and the outside noise. Anything that's negative. Media of any form that makes you feel fear, worry, frustration, sadness, doubt, turn it off. People who make you feel this way, get away from them. If you can't, for any reason, turn it off in your head. Ignore it and play. It's time to play and create. Play and create whatever you want. If you really want to solve problems of the world, play. I know it sounds counterproductive, but it's not. By playing and being at ease and joyful, right? Trusting source, the universe, our guides, angels, ancestors, ourselves, our higher self. We are in just being in that energy, we are raising the frequency of the planet. And we feel great, and we literally help everything because we're all connected. So your inner child is saying, play, dance, sing, hang out with people who make you feel good, create art, make anything you want. Think, what do I want to do today that I can do? You know what? Sometimes just when I'm like cleaning my house, I'll just play pretend. Like, remember when you were a kid and playing pretend was like the best, right? It was for me. I mean, it was real to us. And why do we stop doing that? Society tells us that only, little kids can do that. Well, maybe society is wrong. In fact, I'm sure they are wrong, because playing pretend is vital to manifesting a wonderful life. And playing in any way. I play pretend all the time. Like I said, I just like cleaning my house, I'll play pretend, something like, I've been sailing the mighty high seas through, all of the all kinds of lands, and met all sorts of characters, and been through all kinds of adventures, and I've landed on this quaint island of paradise, and I found this lovely home just waiting for me. All it needs is a little cleaning. And when I'm going through stuff, I've, store it up. I'll pretend like it's treasure I've found. And, like where I came from was like a different time, more like the technology of like 1888. I was going to say, oh, that's weird. I was going to say like of the 1800s, but I said 1888. I don't know. Maybe that was like past life stuff. I do have one that was in that era. So anyways, okay. So like, I'll pretend like, I'm coming from that kind of technology, and it was a different time, and there was no electricity and no air conditioning or hot water from the tap. And so I'm just like in awe of all of like the modern conveniences, and, dare I say a dishwasher, or a washing machine, a dryer? Shut up. This phone thing and internet is magic. So, I mean, it can be literally anything, start tapping into your inner child and playing, and you'll feel so free and happy. And you are literally making the world a better place, the universe a better place. So in the energy of that, I'm going to pull from the tarot, the playful little fairies, the fairy tarot, and see what they have to say, what our inner child has to say about playing right now. Okay, so I've already shuffled, and let's get some cards. And we have Nine of Spring, the Star, the Lovers, Two of Summer, and Ace of Autumn. Okay. This is beautiful. Okay, so starting off here in the end, while I'm doing this reading, I am going to be reading what it says on the bottom of these cards in the traditional meaning, but also mainly I'm going to be reading the art, okay? So here, first of all, we have the Nine of Spring, which is the Nine of Wands. And I will read to you what they say as well, though, okay? So it says, protect the fruits of your labor, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, environmental conservation. Okay, so I'm seeing her as like, you know, like when you're a little kid and you're looking outside and you're like, I want to go out and play. That's what she's like. She's like, I want to go out and play. Can I go out and play? Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to go play. Can I play? Okay, and then we have the star, and it says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. Okay, so here, look, she's went out and playing. Now she's playing. She went outside, now she's playing. She's playing in the universe. She's sparkling her fairy dust and her fairy magic, and she's just playing, and she's like, ooh, what can I create? What can I play and create? Okay, I love it. And then we have the Lovers, and it says, be true, or true love is long lasting. Choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So yeah, and I'm seeing this as you know, making this choice to as not in a relationship with another person, but like with your higher self, like with your inner child. Like this is almost like your higher self and spirit standing here in the background, and then it's like you and your inner child like marrying that, you know, making the choice to let that inner child come and play. And also, you know, like when you were a kid and you played pretend and you were like, oh, let's pretend like we're getting married. So playful. Okay, and then we have the Two of Summer, and it says, falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Yes. So, yeah, your relationship with your inner child can be healed by playing. And here's another scene, like, you know, maybe they're playing pretend, or they're acting in a play, like, you know, doing like Shakespeare, Midsummer Night's Dream, it's reminding me of, you know, or something like that. But yeah, and not giving up and just forgiving, you know, hurts that your inner child healing to be able to play too. Going back to that Nine of Springs, which is the Nine of Wands, you know, and healing that, and not giving up. And then finally we have the Ace of Autumn, and I love this as the last card. It says, a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. And look at this little girl. Look at her, or him. Look at them. They are, you know, they are just out there playing. They're out there playing. They're using their magic and playing. They're like, oh, what can I create? This opportunity. I have all of this playfulness and all of this magic, and I can create so many opportunities that are actually, like I was saying, making the world a better place. My world, the whole world, we're all connected. So go out there and play. You are making the world a better place with your playfulness and creations and love of life and letting that inner child in. Ace of Autumn is the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles are, you know, usually represented by the 3D, the actual world, you know, the actual 3D where you're getting opportunities and manifestations are coming through. When you play and embrace joy and happiness, you're raising your vibration, and that's how you're bringing your manifestations in. And so, thank you, inner child, for coming out and playing. Thank you, fairies. And I'm so excited, and doing this is playing for me, and I love it. So go out there and play and create and have that joy, and know that you don't need to feel guilty, because that's your advice from Spirit. Go play and have fun and enjoy your life. And I love you, and have fun. Okay, see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And leave me a comment and let me know what you do when you're out playing. I'd love to hear about it. Okay, sunshine. See you next time. Bye.